Assalamu alaikum dear doctors, welcome to question solving session Dr. Amma's Medicine. This question asking us which investigation is most likely to provide a diagnosis. They give us 5 options. These are A. Abdominal ultrasound, B. Anti-streptolysin O titer ASOT, C. Bone marrow examination, D. Cytomegalovirus serology, and E. monospot test. The question is, a 7-year-old boy presents with a 2-day history of sore throat and widespread maculopapular rash. He had been mildly unwell for 1 week. His temperature is 37.9 degrees Celsius. His tonsils are inflamed. There are petechiae on the palate and he has cervical lymphadenopathy. His spleen is palpable 4 cm below the costal margin. In blood, hemoglobin 11.9 gram per deciliter. Total white cell count 18.9 into 10 to the power 9 per liter. Lymphocyte count 14.8 into 10 to the power 9 per liter. Platelet count 320 into 10 to the power 9 per liter. So, which investigation give us diagnosis? In this type of question, first we need to know the diagnosis. All the features present on the question are suggestive for diagnosis is infectious mononucleosis or glandular fever. And the investigation is monospot test, that is rapid slide agglutination test. Now I am explaining about infectious mononucleosis. Glandular fever mainly occur adolescent and young children. Organism mainly Epstein-Barr virus responsible 90%, others herpes and cytomegalovirus. Incubation period is about 30 to 50 days. Transmission via saliva, sexual contact, droplet and blood transfusion. Clinical feature 1. Fever 21 days, last 104 degrees Celsius or 40 degrees Celsius. 2. Sore throat. 3. Generalized lymphadenopathy, epitrochlear lymphadenopathy, suggestive. 4. Hepatosplenomegaly. 5. Maculopapular rash usually appear after intake of amoxicillin. 6. Petechiae at the junction of hard palate and soft palate characteristic. Complication of infectious mononucleosis. CNS. Meningitis, encephalitis, GBS, cranial nerve palsy, ataxia, perceptual distortion of size and shapes. Another name is Alice Wonderland syndrome. Respiratory complications are airway obstruction due to swelling of tonsil and oropharyngeal soft tissue, interstitial pneumonia. Hematological complication, hemorrhage due to thrombocytopenia, autoimmune hemolytic anemia, aplastic anemia, other splenic rupture, myocarditis. Investigation. CBC lymphocytic leukocytosis, PBF normal with presence of atypical lymphocytosis. Heterophil antibody test is positive. Paul Barnell-Davidson test is positive. Immunoglobulin A antibody is detected. Monospot test. Rapid slide agglutination test. Horse RBC agglutination test remain positive for 2 years. Treatment mainly supportive. Bed rest. Avoid contact sports for 6 to 8 weeks to decrease the risk of splenic rupture. Antipyretic paracetamol, antiviral acyclovir and steroid prednisolone. Indication of steroid therapy is an airway obstruction, thrombocytopenia with hemorrhage, autoimmune hemolytic anemia, seizure and meningitis. Prognosis is excellent. Now I am explaining what are the questions you expect in infectious mononucleosis. First of all, which organism responsible? This question can come, that is Epstein-Barr virus. What is the incubation period? That is 30 to 50 days. Clinical feature is so important for diagnosis. And petechiae over the palate, that is characteristic feature. And important feature is maculopapular rash usually appear after intake of amoxicillin. Remember, amoxicillin causes rash. This story common in infectious mononucleosis. And hepatosplenomegaly. And investigation, there is atypical lymphocytosis present and monospot is the test. Treatment, bed rest. They can give a feature of infectious mononucleosis and then give what is the next step, then bed rest because splenomegaly is present. This is all about infectious mononucleosis. Please check the description box and my topic discussion, then your confusion will much more clear. And do subscribe and share my channel everyone. Thank you.